Imagine facing a major life struggle completely alone, or navigating the world totally by yourself. That's how I felt when I first got sober. Finding community was the missing piece that I didn't know that I needed in my life today, and it was something that really has fulfilled my life in many different ways that I could never have imagined. To be honest, I believe that community is essential because it supports your physical and your mental health. It creates a sense of belonging and purpose in your life, and overall it strengthens society in my experience. First thing I want to discuss how community has greatly improved health and mental well-being. According to the CDC, social connectedness is associated with lower rates of anxiety and depression, and it is been proven that the more bonds you make socially and in community spaces, the overall happier you will be. That is just proven by research. In my personal experience, when I first started making friendships, especially in sobriety, it became very prevalent to me that friendship is something that lacked my entire life. I've always struggled with making friends throughout school, and just in social spaces. That was something that I really struggled with, and a lot of my problems could have been greatly improved by the fact of just having a friend. And that was something I didn't understand for a really long time. And what I saw for me is when I got sober, I had these problems that were going on. I had someone I could talk to and reach out to about them instead of just letting it home or just isolating completely all my problems. These friendships were not only supporting me through struggles, but I also had happy moments with them. And something that I learned with that is that community created a sense of belonging for me. Psychology Today explains that communities help individuals develop identity and purpose and belonging. For me, when I got sober, I joined groups where I was encouraged to be of service, to help other people, and basically to do anything that would not require me sitting alone in my head with my mental struggles all day. And this was something where I was able to talk to other people about their problems. I was able to help serve people. I made people food. I was able to give people rides when they needed them, without depending on their financial responsibility or anything to me personally. And I learned greatly that service was something that was really, really important to me, and that the more that I was able to help another person, the more that I was able to get out of myself the stronger sense of belonging I felt. Something I experienced personally was that I had a really hard time even wanting to stay alive, and the more belonging I felt to other people was really important to me. Still through that, while I felt a lot of individual responsibility to community, I never really felt that was something I'd received back or something I'd seen throughout society until I more so became an adult. And I started to be in social circles that weren't necessarily out of obligation, but because I wanted to be there, and same with the other people I was surrounded by. I started going to open mics, and I started going basically to people's houses. I started randomly bringing food to friends, and I started hosting my own community events. And this is when I really saw how community actually worked for people. I had friends pick me up at 4 o'clock in the morning to take me to the airport, and I had friends who just made me food because they can. And I saw all of these ways that community really, really actually helped us serve each other. And for me personally, I never had a family connection. I never had someone who felt necessarily obligated to do something for me. This was the first time that I had someone in my life, or people in my life, who did things for me, and we did things for each other just because we wanted to, and not because anyone had a sense of obligation to the topic or to the cause. And that really helped me understand where I belong in life, and it's kind of helped me find where my purpose was within social circles and communities. And I've seen how it not only benefited me, but it benefited the entire community that I'm around in society. Overall, since becoming involved in community connections, my mental health has improved, and I have more positive experiences on a daily basis. I feel less isolated and less alone in my mental health struggles, and more importantly, I feel I'm surrounded by people who are amazing and who love me, not because they are obligated to, but just because they want to. Thank you so much for coming to my speech today.